Welcome back. The National Elections Authority has begun the trial operation of the devices and programs used in the electoral process for the presidential elections. And of course, this is something of great importance to give more facilities for the citizens to follow and carry on with their institutional rights. So over the phone, we have Dr. Sahar Khater, Faculty of Mass Communication, Cairo University. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
So
it's
first
a pleasure
of
being
all,
with you.
thank you very much. So first of all, I'd like to shed the light on the importance of raising awareness among people in general for the rights when it comes to presidential elections and moving. We have seen many of Egypt's platforms in different, just as I mentioned at the beginning, all means of social media and devices in general.
Yes, I agree with you totally. Raising awareness about participating in the elections. Actually, election participation is a basic democratic right for every citizen. Therefore, everyone should know and be aware of how this right is important and how to use it, and how important it is actually to use it. This can be done through all types of media, actually, traditional media, social media. Young Egyptian influencers have a role to play in this part. They have to encourage people to go to the elections and to participate and to have their voices heard, actually.
Especially that the point now is very much clear. If you are not going to the elections, don't ever complain, right?
Exactly, exactly. It's very important to participate and to practice your political right and democratic right.
When it comes to the usage of the media in general and talking about the elections, now giving also more facilities for expatriates, and we know that usually they start earlier as well. How do you see this, or how do you see what was prepared for expatriates?
Well, I think the National Election Authority is preparing this very well. I mean, they're using the website to inform Egyptian expats about the polling stations that can be found in each of the countries they are residing in. I have to mention also that the elections abroad will not just be for expats. It will also, or Egyptians who reside in specific countries. It will also be for travelers. Those who are temporarily traveling for a short period of time, so they can also vote in the country they're staying in for this very short period. The website of the National Election Authority is giving a lot of information about how to register on the electoral database and how to go to the nearest polling station and cast your vote.
I think also throughout days and practical experience, now we can see that Egyptians have a very strong will and capable of changing many things around.
Yes, I think so. They have become, the awareness about how to practice your political rights has risen in the past couple of years. I think this is a kind of empowerment. The citizens have been, Egyptian citizens, whether locally or abroad, have been empowered to and have been, the media have played a very important role in this, I have to say. They have participated in raising the awareness of Egyptian citizens in order to know and to seek what's better for their country.
Also, we have seen through all the facilities provided that really the government was keen, or the Presidential Elections Committee, they were very keen to reach all sectors and to make it easier for them. I mean, by all means, not only you have to read the long, for example, lines to learn about something when it comes to presidential elections. But now you can have many different means to make it more easier for all sectors to understand and learn more about candidates and more about their needs for the future.
Well, yes, I think the governmental portals on the internet and the social media are doing a good job in this aspect. For example, the Ministry of State for Immigration and Egyptian Expatriate Affairs have announced that the procedures to be followed by Egyptian people abroad to vote in the elections. The Egyptian State Information Service is doing a very good job also, and the website is very active on this matter. So I think the government is giving a priority to the electoral procedure and how it goes.
Well, you agree with me. Usually, we have seen now that really social media became very much powerful and can change a lot, actually. And most of the time we talk about this, that it is really a double-edged weapon, because really it can change opinions of people. It can change images. Sometimes actually, or unfortunately, it is not giving the right image of the situation. Yet still we started to see also awareness among citizens by not accepting something that is not true, or forcing the real image and their own opinions on this.
Well, yes, like you said, social media can be a double-edged weapon. It can either be a fake news source, or it can empower citizens. So we have to focus on the second task. We should actually use it to empower people. Like I said a few moments ago, the Egyptian influencers, the young people, the young Egyptian influencers have an important role to play in the elections process. By making people more aware of how the election process goes, and how it's important to actually vote. Not just influencers, social media users. We all have a role to play by sharing and by talking about the electoral procedure and how it goes, and the mechanism, and how to make sure that you're voting in the right way, and to make sure that your vote was actually registered. This is important, not just for, it's important for everyone, and especially for the younger age as well, the younger generations.
Well, of course, also we've seen the logistics in general of the elections. Again, I'm talking also not only in Egypt, but abroad as well for expatriates. I mean, when it comes to the time, giving the facilities, providing different means of all procedures and facilities required for them to be able to go and vote, and all these things to be organized with different governments abroad as well.
Yes, exactly. This is a very important aspect. I think the coordination and between the different Egyptian consulates abroad and the National Election Authority here actually is very important. I mean, the National Election Authority, I think they like organized a meeting or something between them and all the consulates abroad to prepare them for the stage that's coming, and to prepare them for the days from 1 to 3 December, which is the days assigned for expatriates' votes or voting abroad, actually.
Especially if there are some of the people or Egyptians abroad that it might be a little bit far away for them, maybe at work or something. So, I mean, giving them all options so that, again, they have a full chance to be part of all what is going on when it comes to the future of their homeland.
Yes, I actually checked the National Election Authority website, and it's a very rich website actually, and they assigned a specific portal on their website for expats and for the polling stations in all the countries, so that you can choose the polling station that's nearest to you to go and vote at the right time.
Right, and So far, how do you see the role of women and youth in this? Because I believe recently, now we have seen a real role played by the youth in many different sectors, if not all sectors now in Egypt, participating in many of the important initiatives, working very hard along, and a clear relation or transparency between the Egyptian leadership and the youth in general.
Well, yes, like I said before, young people have a very important role because this is important for them. This is more important for the younger generations. I mean, this is building the future of a country. And for women, it's still the same. Women are an integral part of the Egyptian society. So using the new communication technologies and social media can totally empower every category in the Egyptian society to and give them the voice to encourage each other and encourage the rest of the Egyptian citizens to practice their democratic rights. So yes, I think we all have a very important role to play.
Right, Dr. Sahar Khater, Faculty of Mass Communication, Cairo University, thank you very much for joining us. Right, let's move on to check out together another important place that everyone is keen to visit. That is the Egyptian Museum located in Tahrir Square. And this time we have, let's say, a sort of a new display or showcase for many of its important items.
The Egyptian Museum is one of the world's most important museums of ancient history and one of its great spectacles. Located in the heart of Tahrir Square in Cairo, the Egyptian Museum is a unique building that houses a vast collection of ancient Egyptian antiquities spanning from the pre-dynastic period to the Greco-Roman era. The museum also houses the splendid statues of the great kings Khufu, Khafra, and Manqara, the builders of the pyramids at the Giza Plateau. An extensive collection of papyri and jewelry, among other objects, completes this uniquely expansive museum. Within the framework of the project to develop the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir, the display of a number of the museum's artifacts has been changed to highlight them. Among these artifacts are the statues of kings Djoser, Khufu, Khafra, and Manqara, the two medium geese paintings, and the blue Egyptian faience. The statue of King Djoser was relocated on the ground floor of the museum next to the blue faience tiles panel. The displaying locations of the statues of kings Khufu, Khafra, and Manqara have been changed so that the statues of the builders of the Giza pyramids are displayed together in one hall at the ground floor. The location of the medium geese painting was changed to be displayed on the ground floor along with the rest of the tomb inscriptions of Nefermat and his wife from which the painting came.